Hello guys, what's up? Do you know that how to use the Linux commands properly? Well, the answer is to use the manual pages known as man pages for sure. Now, Linux comes with an incredible set of manual pages that will detail the workings of pretty much everything on the systems including commands. So, in this video, I'm going to be covering how the manual is structured as the manual is massive, so having an understanding of the structure behind it is going to make it so much easier to navigate, because then you'll know not only what is available in the manual but also where to look for it. The first thing you need to know when you are looking at the manual structure is that the manual where we can find it. So to find any manual page of the command, just type man and the command name. Like I want to find the command dates manual page. So man date. Here is it. So you can see different details are available here, from synopsis to examples, date strings, see also section, bugs, and different stuffs can be found in the different commands manual page. So uh, the manual is absolutely huge and it would be impossible to deal with it very easily, but breaking it up into several sections that makes it a lot easier for you and for even me to manage, and somewhere we are looking it, so we can actually find what we are looking for. Let's go through each of these 8 sections and have a bit of more understanding of what they do. So let's start. The first section uh, is for user commands. These are the commands that can just be run from the shell by any regular user. You don't need any particular admin privileges or any root privileges to be able to run these commands. Anyone can use them for things like the date command, the cal command, and so on. These are the kind of command that would come under the user commands, and pretty much any command that you will use day to day will be here in this section 1. Going forward, the section 2 is for the system calls. Now this is more advanced sections, so this contains programming functions that can be used within an application that you write to make calls to the Linux kernel, which is a very low level part of operating system. But unless you are doing some rather advanced stuff that actually plays with the operating system and the hardware on your computer, you probably won't use section 2, but it's there, and that's what it is for. Same kind of goes for section number 3, which is about C library functions, or precisely C programming language. And these are the functions and libraries that provide interfaces to specific things on your computer, such as graphical user interface or other libraries that you might want to use if you are writing some C code and that you want to have access to your computer with. Then that's the kind of stuff that you will be looking in the section 3. Um, but if you are just a regular user, you probably won't need will not need to do so. Going forward, the section 4, mm, it deals with the devices and the special files. This is about how the different devices on your computers are managed. So things such as CD drives, or things such as random number generators, or things like USB ports and stuff like that. Mm, this is how they are managed and how you can access those using command lines and things like that. So anything to do with the device is going to be in the section 4. Section 5 is all about the different formats and the convention of specific files on your computer. So you format, formats for Word documents, or formats where PDF documents, format for specific configuration files. So if you want to start configuring things on your computer, section 5 is what they are going to use often, because it will show you how each of the special file works and how they are structured. Section 6, it's about games which are available on the system. Any games that are installed on your computer, they have their own sections and different commands, and so replicable to those things like that. uh, Section 7, it's more miscellaneous stuff, more uncategorized stuff. So it's usually stuff like protocols or file systems and information about those. If you know what they can, then maybe you want to check it out. If you don't, they don't worry about it. You will probably never come across it. And the last section is section number 8. It's all about the stuff to do with the system admin. Commands that require root or other administrative privileges to use. So this is the things like, really editing important stuff on your computer, setting up automation and things like that. Whereas the section 1 is the user commands, is stuff that anyone can run very easily. On the other hand, section 8 requires privileges to run it, and actually run by different privileges. So these are the rare sections, but the main section that you are actually going to be using, section 1, which is the user commands, will be using that all the time, pretty much whenever you use Linux. So the crux of this video is that the section 1, section 5, and section 8 are what we use more often as a common Linux user. That's it in this video. Thanks for your valuable time. Hope you have learned something. Thank you very much for all your goodness. I will catch you in the next. Till then, enjoy.